Hey, it's old Big Bob, Big Bob. I stood there today. I thought, you know what, God? It's your deal, God. It's your deal, God. I thought, why am I concerned? Why do I worry? Why? I mean, I thought there's no reason for me. If he keeps his eye on the sparrow, certainly he'll care for me. Now, I'm there at the church, and I'm serving today. I put in 100% effort. I sweated so much you would have thought I was T.D. Jakes. So I was perspiring like a turkey. I was just. The next time I'd bring a towel, I think, and a change of clothes. And I was just like, because I was moving chairs, I was directing people. I was 45-degree angle on the chairs, the needles. You got to put down the zip ties. Here's how you do the zip tie. And I had a great time. I was really blessed by serving. I got there about 8 a.m. and I left about about 12 noon. So I was there a good segment of time, and I could have stayed later. I mean, they have. If you go to that church, I mean, they got stuff going on. They got a 2 o'clock, and then they got a 4 o'clock, and then they got a 6 o'clock, they got an 8 o'clock, and you can literally dive in head first and be there 24/7. But of course, I've got family, I've got responsibilities, and no, I can't be there, 24/7. No, I'm not doing that. I did the part that I felt that the Lord told me to do. And I helped with the communion. I mean, I was just like all over today. It was really good. Got a little badge. I just stood there and I thought, what am I worried about? What am I going to worry about? I'm going to move forward in faith. I'm going to move forward in strength. I'm going to move forward in Jesus. I'm going to have my wisdom in good order. Well oiled. Because, you got to have your faith in God. Here we are, Target, and there's the Americana. The Americana is a very, very good place. And there's the Glendale Galleria. And so, I wonder if we're ever going to see the demise of Target. I wonder if we're going to see Target go. Like Montgomery Ward went down. Like Sears went down. Like Kmart went down. Toys R Us went down. Babies R Us went down. I mean, all these... Kodak, the Kodak company. You thought you'd never see Kodak go down, and it's gone. I mean, Kodak is just, you don't see any Kodak. I don't buy any Kodak products. I don't need any Kodak products. I mean, and think that they still must be around, but I don't know. They're not ubiquitous like they were before. They used to be, Kodak was everywhere. Everybody had a Kodak film. Buy Kodak film. Do that. It was just absolutely essential. It was the Kodak Theater at the Hollywood and Highland complex. There was no doubt about it. It was the bomb. It was the best. But once Steve Jobs came out with that iPhone, once they started upping the lenses, I remember there was discussion back 20 years ago about, digital. And there was a whole deal here about digital. And now, paper, film, you have a what? You have a camera? What kind of knucklehead are you? What do you need a camera for? I got the iPhone 10, man. I can shoot. I have portrait lighting. I got. I don't need a camera. I mean, who's going to carry around a camera? What are you, from China? You got a big camera around your neck and big sizes tourist? I mean, nobody's doing that. There are professional photographers, certainly. But for you and I, there's no call for that. How do we get off on that? I don't know. How do we get off on that? I'm 4/10 of a mile. I'm going to make a turn here. And I'm going to go to the In-N-Out Burger. I'm going to put in a good word for my son. I went from writing a text today. My son said, "Do you know anybody that needs a job, has a job available?" And I said, No. I just talked to my good friend, senior person, and they gave their son an obscene response on the phone because the son, and I've heard that obscene response before towards me, And I have a problem right now with one of my closest family members, and they gave me the obscene words, and all freaking out. I'm just like, talked about that yesterday. So I wrote a letter. I wrote it in the morning. I wrote it in the evening.
In 1,000 feet.
All over this land. I talked about forgiveness. I talked about love. I talked about grace and kindness and mercy all over this land. So yeah, I did my part. I feel good that I did what I could do. I wrote to 2 different family members. People are just getting the freak out of them. People are freaking out. They are just like, it's just insane. What is wrong with people? Why would people cut off family members? Why would people cut off other family members? Why would people go berserk on somebody? Why would they take out their anger and vengeance upon another soul?
Continue straight to State Route.
Our fight's not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and the powers of the air. So there's no reason ever for that. It's not the Spirit of Christ to do that. It's not. And TD, I was talking to Bishop Jakes here a few minutes ago, and yeah, he's me and Jakes, we're buddies here. I was listening to him, and Bishop was talking about how his mama was in hospital, and mama's nurse was she was horrible, and the Jakes family were not. No, you're not. You don't even think about that. They were not going to put up with. You know what I want to say. No, they're not going to do that. So another nurse came in. And so Bishop asked the nurse, he said, "You both have nursing degrees. What just happened? It is night and day. It is black and white. It is opposite polar responses. You are absolutely, incredibly, unbelievably amazing. What is the deal? What is different about you? What happened to you?" And Kenesha, the nurse's name was Kenesha, she just said, "Dear Mr. Jakes, dear brother, I had that surgery. I've been through this surgery before." So this second nurse had empathy, had understanding, had the ability for compassion. And I believe that's my gift. I've been through so much HE double hockey sticks, that I've been through so much hell that no wonder I'm compassionate. No wonder I'm able to say, "I forgive you." No wonder I'm able to love people. I stood there today for the first time in long time. And I greeted giant men. There was men that were taller than I am. That's saying something, because nobody's taller than I am. I'm the tallest guy on the earth. But there's people taller than me, that's amazing. Big, tall black guys, big, tall white guys, big, tall Asian guys. And I just stood there, and I had my hand out, and I have a point. I don't approach people. I let them approach me. I put out that big hand that says, and I look at them in the eye and I say, "Welcome. Good to see you. Hey, nice hair." And we'll talk more about this in a little bit. give me a call, would you? 1-213-713-8954, 8954 green at att.net. On the Twitter, Mr. Bob at Bob8954. And of course, you're watching Bob's Daily Devo here on YouTube. That's right, Bob's Daily Devo here on YouTube. And I just want to tell you so kindly that going through, having the pain, having the heartache, having the rejection, having people beat you to the smithereens, having your mother take her fingernails and try to kill you with her fingernails, and beating your head against the wall. If you live through all that, then guess what? You got a little bit of empathy. You got a little bit of heart. You got a little bit of, oh my lands, really? You know, you understand stress. I got a mother that writes to me regularly, and this mother is always, my kids are freaking out. My kids are screaming. My kids are... I'm going, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. I never see this person in person. I've never seen him once in person. Maybe one time, save one time at the church. I saw him one time. But they always are wanting prayer support, so I'm always, you know, blessing them. God bless you. I got to get moving. Talk to you soon. And we'll talk in just a minute. Love you.